The mountain children, they have to choose between their family or education. The children have to come here to get education because there's no school in the village areas. Once they reach here, there is no way that they can go back.
It's kind of two things that inspired us, really. Firstly, we went to Nepal. We met a charity that was building schools in rural Nepal, and then we heard that they'd started funding this school where children didn't see their parents for 12 years, from age 4 to age 16, and that just totally blew our minds. We just kind of couldn't get over that fact of like, this is extraordinary, you know, not to see your family for so long. And we both, like Marcus and I, we both wanted to move more into longer, so it's our first feature documentary, and we wanted to move into longer form docs, and this story just kind of grabbed us.
When I came here, I was 4 years old.
I was sad that I was apart from my mom and dad. They don't love me.
Now I'm packing my bag.
I'm very excited about the journey.
I'm going home to see my parents.
I'm going to meet my father.
I will throw my bag and take a big hug with her, and I think I will cry a lot.
That time will be one of the best memories of my life.
We knew this central fact that the children didn't see their families for 12 years. And the really nice thing about it, I think, has been that we were able to just be completely open and not have an agenda, and just try and get to know the children and try and get the children to trust us as much as possible so that we could really, really authentically tell their story. And within that, lots of things did come up. Yes, exactly, the what's it like to grow up without a parent, which I grew up without my father, so that was kind of meant a lot to me. Marcus has 2 small children, and so the thought for him of sending them away and not seeing them again for 12 years kind of broke his heart. So we were both, like, almost from like different angles of the story, we were both really, really touched by it, and just completely fell in love with Nepal, completely fell in love with the children. And then just wanted to hear their stories. Serengeti, when we were traveling with her, she was like an equal always. And then we got to her village and her home, and it was suddenly, oh, she's not an equal anymore. She's suddenly like subservient to all the men, all our porters, everything. So it was kind of like that was just thrown up by being in that situation.
I'm very nervous.
I think it has changed me, yeah, definitely. And like every time we go there, I just come back feeling immensely grateful for my own life. So I think it's taught me like not to get so frustrated over small things, to be kind of happier with what I've got. Like, is what Jiwan says, you know, in the film, you know, you should be happy with what you've got, don't always ask for more. And like, they've taught me that for sure. I think what we've tried to do with the film is keep it inspiring and uplifting, because the children are, you know, it's a sad story being separated from parents, but it's not a sad film, it's an inspiring film. We were really conscious of that. Like, we love documentaries, but we feel that a lot of documentaries, you know, you come out and you feel quite powerless in a way. You've been shown something that's wrong in the world, but not, and then you just feel a bit disempowered, like, how do I change that, you know? And I think one thing we've tried to do, and again, it's happened naturally because the children are so inspiring, but we've tried to bring the way that they've inspired us, we've tried to bring that into the film. So I hope that people will watch the film and feel inspired and uplifted. So I think he's been really supportive from the very beginning. We told him about it, thought of him because, you know, he's someone who's famous for like long journeys, tough journeys. This is a journey to the highest villages in the world. It's the world's longest walk home from school. So we thought, well, let's talk to people who know what that means, because they kind of experience that and that toughness. And then Bear also, you know, he's a real family man. So we knew that he really loves his children and he tries to be really good to his kids. So we kind of thought there were 2 angles there. And so we contacted him really early on and told him what we were doing, and he just immediately got behind it. So we've basically set up a fund to help people. If people do want to fund the children to go home, we've set up a Going Home Fund, which you can find on our website, childrenofthesnowland.com. And that's in partnership with Future Village Foundation. And they help to pay for the school, they pay for like the dormitories, they've paid for some teachers in the past, and they pay for this going home trip for the kids, which has only been going for a few years. So yeah, we'd love if people do want to help, just, you know, take a look at our website and look at the charity connections there, because we think there's a lot that can be done.